Here we go.
Hey guys, what is going on? It is Matt from Fidelity Gaming TV, and welcome to another episode of Mac Money Road to the Show here on MLB 15, the show on the PS4. It has been a while, and I'm getting back into the swing of things here with the videos. So here comes Mac. Last month hit 265 with 5 homers and 16 RBIs. That's not bad, but I guess for Mac Money standards, it's a little bit on the lower end. So we got to make sure that we are going to improve that over the course of this month. And this is the month of September that you guys are going to be seeing about 5 games, which means with the record that the Braves have, 67 and 70, it is going to be the last month of the season. This is it. I want to do commentating on this episode, but I also just want to talk a little bit about what's going on with this series and just a bit of an insider. I don't really give many insiders. I will have one next episode for the off season, but this is just kind of a brief summary of what's going on. So basically, yeah, Mac is a 97 overall right fielder, if you didn't know, on the Atlanta Braves, and power hitter, if you didn't realize that, because he's pretty buff, and basically we're just trying to get him on a good team, because he started off on the Chicago White Sox in the AL. That's where he started his career. That's who he got drafted by. Worked his way up through there, and as soon as he started getting good, the White Sox just got absolutely awful, and we decided to ask for a trade. So we asked for a trade, and he came over here to Atlanta, basically to a Braves team that has so much potential. Next episode during the offseason, you'll see their roster and hopefully moves that they make. I don't know if they're going to make any right now, but literally they have like 6, maybe even I think 6 players that are over a 90 overall, including a 99 overall in Julian Russell, the second baseman we got, the 97 overall closer, Craig Kimbrell, the 97 overall right fielder in Mac Money. I don't know. We have so much potential. I just don't understand why we are doing so bad. So, you know, I don't want to ask for a trade right now. I know it kind of sounds weird because that's kind of what I was mad at with the White Sox. But the difference is that the White Sox were bad. They were supposed to be bad. Maybe not that bad, but they were definitely not supposed to make the playoffs, and they were just bad. So I just wanted to get out of there. And I come to this Braves team, and I don't want to request a trade just because this Braves team is not bad. They're not supposed to be bad. Like I said, their roster is absolutely stacked, so there's nothing to worry about there. It's just more of like, when are we going to start being good? I thought maybe the second half of the season would bring some good things, but I guess it was a little better than the first half, but it still wasn't good enough to cut it, since the Nationals are amazing and we're like 14 games back. But I don't know. I was just wondering, like, what are we going to do? Like I said, I don't want to ask for a trade because I want to wait it out one more season. I want to see how this Braves team can do with the players that they have. Like, we should be destroying everyone. We should be having 100+ win seasons easily. So I don't really know why. At least we're not in the Phillies position here. As you see, they're 53-92. That's awful. They're in the same division as us. But yeah, just trying to keep our average above 300. You see, we're hitting 301 there. Last year with the White Sox, we had a not an MVP, we got runner-up in the MVP voting, but almost an MVP caliber performance numbers-wise. And this year, it's a little bit less so-so, just over 300. We cracked the triple digits in the RBIs last year. This year, it doesn't look like we're going to get to 100. Looks like we're going to fall just short, and I'm not too worried about that. I just got to the point where I just want to get on a winning team. You look at what I did last year in MLB The Show, as this ball is actually taken pretty deep to left, and that's going to be extra bases for Mac. Last year, though, I had a couple of players on a couple of teams. None of them made the playoffs. They all sucked. Mac was obviously on the White Sox. He sucked. I had Napoleon Dynamite. He was with the Rangers, and they sucked. This year, I continue Mac, and he still sucks, even though not he, but the team he's on, he still sucks. Even though he is really good, and the team should be good, he's on a terrible team. And Rusty Rogers, the guy on the New York Yankees, shortstop, we'll have a video on him soon. He is on a team that's actually doing good, so I'm excited for him. I really am. That's why I wanted to get videos out. I'll get some out soon. But yeah, I really am excited for what hopefully we can get out of him, because the Yankees are doing very well in the AL East, and they have a pretty good lead over the Red Sox for first. And finally, we can be on a team that makes the playoffs. I've never ever played in the playoffs ever in Road to the Show, on a YouTube series at least. So yeah, that is that. We win that game against the Phillies 6-5, I believe that was, as we'll face the Nationals here, who are just killing it in the NL East. And we have the 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Runner on first, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch is hit up the middle, cut off though by the second baseman. And that is going to do it for the inning. He'll get 14 points for the at-bat. But yeah, these Nationals are really, really good. But going back to the Braves and how they should be good, I will show it next episode. But the way it's overall, oh my goodness. Whew. That ball was crushed. No doubter. That was a nice job there by Mac, getting that homer. Mac money homer. A lot of solo shots. Was this one a solo shot? I can't even remember. Was it? No, yes. Yes, it was. Of course, it's always a solo shot. Anyways, 28 points. That was a nice shot there. No doubter. Anyways, the Braves are like the number 2 overall on paper-wise in the MLB, and I know that doesn't mean much on paper, but I mean it does mean something, and that means you kind of have pressure. But the Braves just aren't cutting it right now, and it's just really mad. We're like number 2 in power. We're like top 5 in like 3 of the 4 categories. Defense is really the only thing we have to hammer down on, but our pitching is getting better. I don't understand it. And you're gonna see right here an example. Alexis Salas of the Oakland A's is going into the last game of the season. He's 17-7. Look at this. Same amount of innings pitched as Drotar. More hits given up, less strikeouts, more walks, and a higher ERA. And he is 17-7. Drotar is 8-10. Same amount of innings. Drotar is beating him in every single category, and yet Drotar has an 8-10 record, I think that was, and Salas has a 17-7 record. That just shows you that. Yeah, I guess our defense could be a little better. Defense is pitching and fielding. The pitching doesn't seem to be too bad. I know the records indicate that it's bad, obviously, but that's because the Braves are doing bad. But I don't know. I really hope the Braves are going to be good next year, because I'm going to stick with them for one more season. I don't want to be the guy that goes and trades all around to every single team just because his team's not doing well. I kind of want to stick with the team and help them do better. That was what I was supposed to do this season, but you can't really just have one person in baseball. Out of all the sports, baseball is the the biggest team sport out of all of them. In sports like basketball, yeah, you still need chemistry, but honestly, like if you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, they didn't have LeBron, they suck, now they have him, and now they're amazing. So, you know, baseball, you really have to have all that chemistry. It doesn't take one player just to turn a team around, so that's really kind of what I'm aiming for. So we win the final game of the season against the Oakland A's 2-1. I know this is a different type of video. I'll get back to commentating and all that like I usually do. I just kind of wanted to talk about the series and how it's going. But do expect a update video, an off-season video next episode. We'll go over all the standings and what happened in the playoffs and good stuff like that, and all the moves that we made in the off-season. Hopefully the Braves can do good next year. I'm really hoping that this waiting is going to pay off, because we're going to wait one more year, see if the Braves can turn it around, make some good moves in the offseason, and make a good push for the playoffs, because they have a very good team. You'll see that in the next episode. Rosters, standings, playoff update, moves, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and peace.